Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how I layer heat transfer vinyl. So this is the design that I'm going to use. I just put together some little pumpkins that I bought off of Etsy and edited them a little bit, and then I added the Hello Fall text below it. So I'm just going to size it to my t-shirt, and then I'm going to change everything to cut. Right now it's all set to print and cut so I could get the right colors and kind of figure out what I was going to do. So once I'm done arranging everything, I'm going to click Make It, and then I'm going to change my mat size to the 12 by 24 so I can fit everything onto one mat. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on how to arrange things on your mat to get the quickest cut, let me know and I'll make a special video just for that. I'm going to be using 5 different colors of vinyl, mostly glitter. I have a leopard print one from Expressions Vinyl, and when I cut it, I'm going to put the shiny side down on my mat and make sure to mirror it when I cut in my Cricut so it cuts the right way. Here are all of my pieces that I have cut out. I just need to weed them and I will be right back. Hi, long time no see. All my pieces are weeded and now I'm inserting my Cricut mat for heat pressing into my shirt so I don't do anything crazy. And now I'm going to measure where I want to place my vinyl. So I kind of measure weird. I measure from armpit to armpit and then kind of find the middle. And then I take a ruler and measure usually about 4 inches down from the bottom of the collar. And then I'm going to take my leopard print pumpkin and place it right in the middle because that is the focal point of this whole shirt. And now here comes the trick. I'm going to take all the pieces at one time and arrange them on the shirt the way I want to. And what's nice about heat transfer vinyl is that the carrier sheet is sticky. So you can stick everything together and then it won't move around. So you can kind of layer before you press. So what I'm doing now is layering everything in the order that I'm going to apply it to the shirt. And all those layers are going to stick together with their carrier sheets, but I'm going to be able to peel them off layer by layer and make sure that they stay arranged in the right spot. So this is a little bit easier to place them this way to make sure the pumpkins get lined up, but either way, if you want to do it on the shirt or off the shirt, I just like to align everything before I press it, so then we can just go layer by layer and adhere it onto the shirt. The pumpkins are all stuck together now, so I'm going to place them on the shirt kind of where I measured. I'm not too exact with this. This is my shirt, so if it's a little off, I don't really care. Before I press, I'm going to take all of the top layers off and just leave that leopard print one because that's the one we're going to press first. But make sure that you keep all those other layers together so when you're ready to press the next layer, you can just put the whole image back on the shirt and line it up and then peel off all of the other layers while keeping the next one that you're going to press on the shirt. So now I'm going to just measure, make sure that everything is in the right place. Like I said, this is my shirt, so I'm just measuring because I'm a perfectionist. So to press, I'm going to take my Teflon sheet and place it over the image. I have a Cricut Easy Press, the 9x9 size, not the super big one. And I'm going to press the leopard print image for 23 seconds at 320 degrees. And this is a warm peel, so I'm going to peel off the carrier sheet pretty much immediately after taking the heat off. The next layer we're going to do is this light aqua color. So I'm going to take the whole image and place it over that leopard print to make sure everything stays aligned. And I'm just going to push that sticky carrier sheet into the shirt and peel off the remaining 2 layers. So it's really important now that you use the Teflon sheet because you have an exposed layer of vinyl that doesn't have a carrier sheet on it to protect it. So make sure that you're always using the Teflon sheet so you don't melt or ruin the vinyl that you just put on your shirt. To be totally transparent, this Aqua Craftables vinyl is not fun. I couldn't get it to peel up, so I just decided to go forward with the darker turquoise, and I'm going to repress and reheat and figure out how to get this freaking carrier sheet off the Aqua vinyl. But the Siser heat transfer vinyl is so easy to use and works great. I'm pressing the turquoise for 23 seconds as well at 320 degrees, and it peels off no problem. According to the instructions for this Craftables vinyl, you're supposed to heat it for 10 seconds without a Teflon sheet and then for 15 seconds with a Teflon sheet. And I tried that a couple times and it worked finally the last time. I kind of heated it a little bit afterwards with just the carrier sheet on it, and you're supposed to warm peel this as well, so that was my mistake, I guess. Always read the instructions. Everything is different. The final layer of the pumpkins is glitter vinyl. So one thing that's important to note about glitter heat transfer vinyl is that you can't layer it on the bottom. You want to use glitter as a top layer only. And you can't layer glitter on glitter, but you can layer glitter over just regular or printed heat transfer vinyl. And this glitter vinyl is so easy to use. You just press it and it peels right off, and it's so sparkly after you take the carrier sheet off. I really, really like it. Satisfying peel in 3, 2, 1. The Hello Fall wording is also glitter heat transfer vinyl, so it's going to work the same way. It is a holographic heat transfer, so for the pumpkin outline I just used a regular black sparkly, but for the words I wanted something with a little more zing. So I'm going to press this, and my heat press is not big enough to cover the full design, so I'm doing half and half, just about maybe 10 to 15 seconds aside. It doesn't really take a lot of time or heat to get heat transfer vinyl to adhere. And that was it. This is the final product. I know this isn't super in-depth layering, but hopefully the technique helps you in whatever you create, and I'd love to see it. I hope you like this video. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!